What's everybody? What are y'all yelling about? Quit yelling. Oh, you guys too? Calm down. Oh, eggs. Oh, eggs. We gotta get that egg. Hey, what's up, YouTube? What are you doing, cat? Get out of my garden. Oh. Got more eggs in there. Look at that. So, yeah, YouTube, all the things are happening. Gotta chase this cat out of my garden. Don't even know where he came from. Who do you belong to? So hope everybody's doing all the things, etc. We're here in the garden. This guy is tempting fate over here. Too bad I don't have a pellet gun. Yeah, get. Go on, get. So the garden expansion has progressed. I think we got it all laid out. We just I gotta close in the fence and get that cat out of here, and I gotta start making some irrigation lines, and we are doing the spring things when it's still winter. I just told ZPD, stop it, it's still winter in here, I'm talking about spring. Shout out to ZPD up there in the Great White North. Here's my third season onions coming back up, which is good. That project didn't work the way I wanted. I wanted them closer to the fence line, but these have survived. The other ones, I don't know if these older guys are gonna. Oh, you can see some growth in there. Oh, I speak. So we still got some going by the. Oh, there we go. That wasn't like that last week. So we got onions by the fence line still, but I wanted to line the fence line with onions for aesthetics and pest control. That's that project. The honey project. Bees. I don't know. We'll see if it happens. I got some pallets situated. I was thinking about putting them on top of pallets, and then I've been looking into it, and I'm looking at it. Oh, let me adjust this. More I'm looking at it, I think I'm gonna put it in here as a wind block shade instead of putting it on top and having to build shade around it. So that's what that is looking like. I mean, it'll still have shade from the tree. It's got a good sized tree over here, especially once the leaves come in for summer. It's going to have a ton of shade. But when winter comes, I don't want to have to move it or do anything else. And I was thinking just dropping it down here and putting it on blocks would be better. To be determined. I still got to find bees. I got to talk to my friends who hopefully can help me on some bees and whatnot. I feel like a sucker just going on online and buying some bees. Feels weird. I'd rather get the face-to-face when you're trying to do something like that. But yeah, so we got the 300-foot expansion. Planning for a big pumpkin patch. Planning for lots of watermelon, of course. I need to get some indoor starts going on the tomatoes and stuff. I need to start some peas, because peas I can put in. I've been told by the artist known as the wife that I can put peas in the ground already. So I'm way behind, and I need to do that. I think we can grow cabbage, maybe some lettuces, maybe just cabbage. I have to look into that, but I need to do that. So I'm trying to figure out how to organize this place, and I think I'm going to do the. What did I say? Squash and all along the entry over there. Oh, focus not on my finger. All the squash and everything over there, and moving this way. Start doing carrots and stuff further this way. Carrots, tomatoes will be a little closer over here, and then over here in the new place I'm thinking about putting the potatoes, because they can use the drainage, and I don't think the nutrients are good enough for some of the other plants, so I think the potatoes will do better over here in the new area. At least that's my thought right now. So we'll have all the things pretty much. The biggest thing I've been told is more pumpkins more squash. I need to get potatoes. I didn't do potatoes at all last year. Potatoes have never done well for me, but I've said it in many different times. Grow potatoes because I can't grow rice. It makes sense to store potatoes because I can't grow rice, right? So that's going on. We had snow and rain this past week, so everything is got the moisture content up. Just waiting for the weeds to start popping up now. It's been so warm today in particular. Yesterday was warm too. But we got the eggs going. I feel like a rich man. Guinea eggs. No low ball offers. I know what I got. So that's what I'm kind of plotting at right now. With the layout up here. And Dad on YouTube, I think, has already tilled in his garden. I think he might have plants in the ground already. All the southerners got the advantage for sure. But I got to get my hardier cold weather stuff in to start this show going, you know? So that's what that looks like. Here's my new compost pile. So this will be getting for next year. Or maybe even 2 years. Actually, this will be for 2 years from now, because the stuff down the hill I've got is already 2 years old. I've got another one, so once next year comes around, it'll be 2 years old. So make that rotation. Try to get as good as possible. But what else is going on other than the egg wars, supposed egg shortages? It's like a mile a minute, right? I've failed to comment this week. I guess this will be a weekly wrap-up. That's what we'll call this. Weekly wrap-up, because I haven't done anything in over a week. I've changed my thoughts a little bit on what is flooding down there. Somebody left the water on. I think my helper left the water on. And look at me getting distracted. Where'd she go? It looks like it's off now. I think she got us distracted doing her chores. A little flooding action. Anyway, we'll go down here and double check while we're talking. What's really going on, right? We want to continue to evaluate what's next. Nickel Stacking was talking about his projections. He was asking people who to blame for if things go sideways. Whose fault is it? If we go into a depression, whose fault is it? It's like the central bank never gets any blame. Apparently they're free and clear in all these people's minds. Calm down. It's like they've never seen me before. But it goes back to the idea of the slow burn. I think we're going to see more of the slow burn. As much as all the other issues are to account for all the possibilities of economic dilemmas caused by revaluation of gold, stock market crashes, all those semi-black swans, I think the key thing to think about is it's going to be a slow burn. They're going to manage it. The banks have the power to manage it. Did she just leave the water on? What's going on? Where is my helper? Assistant number 2 is UA. It's like left the country. Let's walk over here. But I think we're just more of the slow burn. I don't think they've lost enough control to not be able to just dictate the way things go. And nobody else is able to push the buttons to make that so. Well, we got water going in. I guess we're filling up this water tank. Are you guys getting water? Oh, is that a no? Is that a yes? Was that a yes? Yes, we're getting water. All right, we're getting water. Who knew? And okay. Situation contained, I guess. And Nickel posted about things won't be a slow burn because Trump's in charge, so it's going to go crazy one way or the other. And I just don't see, I mean, he's an agent of chaos in some respects, but it also seems to work out of more of the same. What has really changed in the last, I mean, we can't say a lot, in the last 2 months, you can't really expect a lot to change, right? No matter what the dictate or the decree from on high is, it's going to take time for anything to be implemented to have big change. You know, the removal of NATO pushing for war at all costs, all the ridiculousness with that seems like such a sideshow, but it also goes back to the division of Ukraine. Ukraine has been conquered. Ukraine is no longer a functioning state. It's either a Caesarian of NATO and the EU, or the part that's taken over by Russia, right? It's been conquered. So I think to think that Ukraine will ever be, goodness, an independent version of itself is falsehood on high. So think about that for a minute while you're pondering all the things. Yeah, see, I told you we got some rain. Empty out the wheelbarrow here. That's what happens when you get lazy being in the desert. Not having to worry about water. Another egg. Eggs for everybody. Yeah. So just ponder the slow burn and the consolidation of power under all these different groups that seem to be opposing each other, but are they really? Is kind of my angle now. What's up, buddy? Doing good. You see, we're doing excellent. Most excellent. Right? Get that other water hose. Get this other water hose. I'll direct the assistant to the additional water hose that's needed for the task on the step. Put it down there where you're using it, where you're... All right, the look of angst from a teenager. Double the angst look. So that's the weekly wrap up on all the things that are going on, I think, to oppress us. Oh, they haven't been fed yet. No wonder they're yelling at me. I thought they'd been fed. I walked right by them and they're all like, hey, feed us. That was "we're hungry" sound. Yeah, we get it. We get it. So we'll continue here in the garden. The project will continue. So doing all the things seems like the most proactive thing you can do. Like as usual, because you don't know what commitment either way. Who was it? Let me think. Somebody asked on that one gold video about what we would do, and I said, like, I wouldn't hold dollars. That's for sure. And the path to a central digital worldwide currency seems to still be prevalent and most likely. So don't get rope-a-doped into getting rid of your real property, whatever it might be of any type, real tangible property, for something digital, because once they coerce enough people, they'll just revalue and find, do the contrarian approach in a lot of things. In most things, I would say. So that's a short walk around. That's almost 15 minutes, too long. Hope everyone had a good week. Hope you're doing all the things this week to do all your preparedness needs that you can with where you are with what you got, right? You can't do more than what you have with what you got. Not everybody's like Tony. But y'all be good, YouTube. We'll see you hopefully sometime this week and see what goes down. So prep hard, pray hard, live free.